Yo, peace and blessings. I just want to speak real briefly about transparency. In the sense of transparency and how it relates to intimate potential relationships. Why it's so significant, especially with this new age of meeting people online, meeting people through pictures and so on. For myself, it's definitely relatively still new to me. I've experienced a lot of different things. I'm open to new experiences. But I've experienced a lot of different things, and I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot, in regards to what others may do. I've also learned a lot about myself. So I just wanted to extend out real briefly how significant it is when we seek these companionships, especially for those of us who really want something serious, something lasting, something that really has potential for commitments and so forth. How important it is to be able to embrace a person truthfully and honestly. Also to be embraced truthfully and honestly. And it takes from both sides. It takes, as much transparency as possible. No one wants to just unveil everything about themselves, to a new potential person because maybe they haven't even earned to know certain things. But to some of those fundamental necessary things, we want things that we know a person is going to have to find out, whether it's the way I really look, the way a woman looks without makeup or out of her clothes. I mean, not to say she's supposed to reveal herself, but I'm saying it's certain things that is going to be very evident in due time. And you want to know or be confident that a person can accept and embrace you as you are. And for men, a lot of times it's a financial thing, so men have to make sure they don't present themselves in a way that's not accurate, in regards to their financial position and status. Because if a man put himself out there in a way to where, like he got his money up, you know what I'm saying? Because he's Jewed up and so forth. But then the lady, comes and deals with him from that perspective, then he started feeling some type of way like, well, why, this money you want to spend, I present myself like that. So, it's only, I guess, logical in a sense. So anyway, I think it's just very important that we try to be as transparent as possible about where we really are in life, who we really are in a lot of ways, and wanting a person to accept us for who we are, as well as to be able to accept the person for truly who they are and where they are. And it's just, man, and we can be true, we can be real, we can be all that without being ugly with it. A lot of time people don't really give a person the raw deal until the raw deal is on the ugly side, is on the aggressive side or something. And that ain't, it's more to it than that. It's more than, just being rude or candid all the time is what we like to represent in regards to saying this is who I am and you're either going to accept me or not. But it's also just, just being honest about it, online dating, pictures. You want to make sure you putting out stuff that accurately represents you. Otherwise, you can waste your time, you can waste someone else's time. Even, one's financial position, also making sure that, we are fully a representative of what we want, all that has everything to do with compatibility, and, for everybody, different things do it for different people. But, it's just very so necessary that in this new day, in era of dating, that we try to be as transparent as possible without, necessarily having to, just reveal, all our weaknesses or insecurities, but being just, pretty much as honest as possible in some areas that is very significant in the fundamental makeup of a relationship, in that beginning stage, in that foundation, because like I've always told people, man, everything you do when you first meet someone, that's a part of the foundation. Your lack of interest, your lack of effort, your lack of input, your lack of involvement, that's a part of the foundation. And so as you go forth, if you go forth not really invested but you want, 100 investment from the other person, that's not realistic. It's not logical. It's not just. And so therefore, if you get some situation like that where you know you're going in 50, the other person going in 100, and then you wonder later why you're going in 100 and they're going in 50. Well, I mean, that's kind of like how it started out. So for myself, I like to try, if I'm interested, I'm going to go in 100 and until I see that it's just not giving me what I want back. And at that point, I'm gonna make one or two decisions. I'm gonna pull up or I'm gonna adjust. You know what I'm saying? And my adjustment a lot of times has to do with me taking some of my sincerity out of it, taking some of my real care, concern out of it. Taking some of my belief out of it. And while that may not even be the best approach, maybe I should just pull all the way up. Realistically, sometimes I don't. But again, I just really want to put out how important it is just to be very transparent as possible, because when we want a person to accept who we are, and we want to be able to accept the person who they are. So things that you want a person to be able to embrace that you may be concerned about. Those are things that you probably typically would hide, and you have some insecurities in those areas. Those areas probably are the areas that you really want to be more transparent about, because just imagine if a person can embrace and accept truly your insecurities, that is so empowering within itself, and just so much freedom comes out of that for you, so much relief comes out of that for you. A lot of your burdens are released from that, but if you just constantly like keep that head and try to put it up, and you just every time a person look around, go around and almost get to the insecurity, you hurry up and block it. I mean, that's a lot of work. It's a lot of energy. It's a lot of mental exertion. So I just believe that transparency definitely is necessary. Is a key to really, getting to the true potential of intimacy and companionship. So that being said, peace and blessings.